taste buds. They coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic. I'm talking to
Hiya, taste buddies. I get used to you saying that. I like
It's
it.
a Taste Buds podcast.
Yeah, I'm Sal.
I'm Joe.
Look at it. The sign's right here.
There's the sign. It's a beautiful sign. It's our sign.
Yeah, it's our sign.
Yeah.
Nobody else can take that sign.
We got a lot to cover today.
Yeah, we're coming in hot off last week where we brought up the hoagie challenge, and if you were able to eat a hoagie every day for 1 calendar year, I quickly reduced it to 2 months, then maybe even 1 month, because I thought you were off your John Rocker for doing that. And we sat down today, and I said, well, today's the day we need to tell the audience we had to talk about this because we had to present to them what the rules of the hoagie challenge are. And you cut me off in the middle of saying that, and you went, I'm not doing that.
There's
Which I
no
believe
way.
is a wise move. I think people would have been excited. You don't even want to do like a truncated, like 30-day, the 30-day hoagie
Oh, a
challenge.
30-day I would do. I'm not doing 3 months. I'm not doing 6 months. I'm not doing a year. Here's why. 2 reasons. The first is
It's insane.
It's insane. 3 reasons. The first is it's insane.
Yeah.
The second is I don't remember what his name is. I apologize, sir. I think it was a guy that said this to me, but you might have saved my life. Somebody tweeted at me, and he just goes, please don't do this. You will change your arteries forever. There's no coming back from this. And I was like,
Well, we suspected that.
well, I didn't. It really just hit me the way he said it. It
Can you
sounded
just-
like a plea.
Is there any way to just go back right now and just play the 2-3 second clip of him last week confidently being like, I'll eat a hoagie every day right here.
I will. I
You
would.
said it like you didn't have a care in the world.
I didn't.
And now you get one
I had
tweet from
time
a
to-
stranger whose name you don't remember that says, do not do this. It will change your life forever. It sounds like the same guy that writes the emails that are like, send this to 10 friends within 5 minutes
No.
or your dog will die.
I'll do the hoagie challenge. I'll eat a hoagie every day for a year.
No, you can't do that.
You think I can't do it? Bring it
I know
on.
that you can't do that.
Why?
Because you're not understanding what that means. You're going to have a hoagie 365 days in a row?
Yeah. As much I believe in the
I
hoagie.
think you would transform yourself. I mean, I want to give you a chance to beep back out of this.
He said it in a way where I was like, he's right. I'm 43. I could do irreversible damage to my body. Like, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it like that. I thought of it like,
I said it to your face. I said, you can't eat that kind of processed meat for that long. What do you mean you think about it? We spoke about it.
but everybody, see, now I'm thinking about I could do it because, no, because people eat lunch meat every day.
Yeah, I
Why is
said
it
this.
that
I said
different?
it's not every day. At large, people eat lunch meat every day, but no one person you knows eats lunch meat every day, right?
Eating deli meats every day gives you plenty of body-fueling protein since a 2-ounce portion of turkey breast deli meat boasts approximately 13 grams of protein, as noted by Livestrong. A single sandwich could put you well on your way to attaining that daily consumption goal. I don't know. This is sounding like it's pushing me to do it. I mean, that's the thing. If 4 of the days it was a turkey... Wait, hold on. Eating more... Typical serving of 50 grams of processed meat a day would increase the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. Unprocessed red meat, by comparison, increases cancer risk only at amounts greater than 100 grams a day. How much meat is 100 grams?
That's a good question. I don't really remember grams. 100 grams
Do grams
equals,
to ounces.
Just put 100 grams.
Grams to ounces calculator.
Okay.
All right, now let's put in 8 ounces. That's half a pound.
You're doing it backwards.
Okay, so 8 ounces is half. No, this helps me. Now do 4. Okay, 1/4 pound of meat on your sandwich is dangerous. Jesus, go down to 2. That's 1. So you can do like 2 ounces at best. That's not a lot of meat.
No, right?
Not a lot.
Think about a petite fillet is like 8 ounces.
And you're not even talking.
So you had a petite fillet a day, which is what you threw up there at first. It's more than double the recommended allowable meats per day if you don't want to increase your colorectal cancer rate by more than 20%. So I got to stop eating petite fillets every day.
Yeah. I mean, and it must be true. It's the first thing that came up on Google.
Where's your comfort zone lie? Let's get this interesting. Would you do 2 months? 2 months of hoagies? Remember, you could have
No.
tuna.
As I look at this, I'm thinking I would do it for 1 month.
I feel like
In
we should do
theory.
it no matter what, even if it's only a month. I would still love to see 30 pictures of hoagies.
I want a
day.
reward, though. There's got to be a reward on that. Because here's the third reason why
What
I
are you,
don't want to do it.
Seal? What do you mean you want a reward?
Here's the third reason why I don't want to do it. I think you get yourself in trouble on these podcasts when you start doing some of these things, because it starts to become like you're at the mercy of the audience to do like these stunts to keep it going. I mean, you got these kids on YouTube that are like, I'm going to swallow 100 marbles today.
The 100 marble challenge.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to get caught in the stunt category.
And everybody gets caught. That 100 marble challenge takes off. All of a sudden, you're seeing like Jennifer Garner doing the 100 marble challenge.
But
all the celebs.
If we were to do it, I would.
Did you do the ice bucket challenge?
I've never done a challenge in my life.
Did you ever do? You never did a challenge in your life.
I would do it under the guise of, in theory, I
Did
would
you ever do the real world road rules? Wow, that's
Holy
hard to say.
shit.
That's hard to
You
say.
all right, buddy?
I had a stroke. Real world road. Can you say it fast?
Real world road rules challenge. I had to think through it.
Yeah, you did.
It's
I saw
tough.
it. Real world
Stop! It's
Real-
making me sad.
Real world road rules challenge. Real world road rule. You know what? My mouth can't catch up to my.
Let it alone.
I have a bad mouth.
You got bad mouth.
Yeah, everything gets in the way. Real world road rules.
Here's what I would consider doing. I mean this. Now we're not going to commit to it right now,
Okay.
but in an episode after, not the next episode, the one after that, we might be able to commit to it. I would consider doing the 30-day hoagie challenge, as long as it is under the guise of this is a challenge we are starting, and I am the first person to do the challenge.
That's what I mean, of course.
But I want a prize of some kind.
All right, let's.
I want some kind of prize.
Sound off in the comments. Be realistic here. What would be a really good thing? Something that's attainable that Joe would give Joe motivation that you can't normally just get. Like, what would be? Do you have any ideas of what you would like?
6-inch hoagie. It could be as little as a 6-inch hoagie, which is fair. That's fair. That's a shorty at Wawa.
Yeah.
I think the real question is, what month of your life should it be?
Okay. Maybe it's August for my birthday.
No,
month.
you don't have to do it by a month. You do it as a start date, and then you go 30 days.
Okay. But 7-inch hoagie, there's got to be some minimum cap on the hoagie.
Isn't a hoagie like a piece of hero bread? It's usually like this big.
They vary in size.
A New York deli hero bread.
Okay.
Because if you go in a
It's
Subway,
about 10 inches then.
Okay, I just think 6 inches is a little bit cheating.
12, that's wrong. It is not at least 12 inches. Joey Rose's are 8 inches, and they're plenty filling. So this is what I'm saying, like 8 inches, 10 inches.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Somewhere in there.
You got to post it every day.
And
And
I
it's a
understand.
30-day hoagie
I'm
challenge.
also allowed to
Hashtag
do
Joey
a just
Rose's.
cheese hoagie if I want. I'm allowed to do a tuna hoagie if I want.
Sparking a lot of orders at us for a
I'm
challenge that doesn't exist.
I'm saying I don't. It's not like I got to do salami every day or something.
No, I don't want you to get hurt.
You know, the idea is though I got to eat a hoagie a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
What could we do here? What could be the thing that you win? Is it something I got to do? No, because I don't want to be involved in this. Because you're going to eat it for 30 days. But you can't mess up. Like, what if you like have a busy day and you forget? You have to go to the store and buy a hoagie. You have to, if you're home, you don't leave the house. You got to make a hoagie. If there's like a snowstorm and you can't get out.
I understand. Now,
hoagie. I just watched The Mayor of Easttown, and I'm all up on my Philly speak.
here's the problem, though. It's
Only
hard.
you got to do only.
It's hard to find those hoagie rolls in the store in good quality. It's easier to find a Kaiser roll, but the Kaiser roll is circle.
That's a sandwich. That's a roll. I'll give you 2 Kaisers, but you don't want to do that.
But in Philly, a Kaiser, the most famous local Norristown sandwich is a Zepp. And people aren't going to tell you that doesn't count as a hoagie, and it comes on a Kaiser. So this is the problem. There's a lot of
You can
ins
find a
and outs.
hero roll in any deli in Manhattan. Come on.
You think you can just find like good Amoroso rolls? I'm not doing it with gross rolls. I'm doing it with good rolls. I can get the rolls for my own sandwich shop.
Yeah, but I didn't ask you to eat a sandwich a day for 30 days. I asked you to eat a hoagie.
I say I can get the hoagie rolls from my sandwich shop,
Okay.
but they're 8 inches.
Okay. That's a fair compromise.
All right. 30 days.
I mean, it's a little bit of a treat until a certain point, no? I mean, honestly,
It would be a tremendous treat.
honestly, in my head, I'm like, I wouldn't want to do this because when you overthink it, you're like, it's probably not good for me. But just my day to day, when you ask me if I want a hoagie on any given day, I'm like, of course I want a hoagie.
Right.
So it's really, you got to get in your head and you really got to just make it right for yourself and come out on the other end. But I want people to be able to, I want the listeners to be able to play along in real time.
I have 8 new Joey Rose's sandwiches I need to try out.
I mean, there you go, right
I
there.
need to
Between
test.
the 8 you have and the 8 you don't have so far, you're halfway through the month.
That's 16.
Yeah. So what you got to do is have 2 of every hoagie you've ever invented 2 times. I mean, a hoagie you've invented 2 times.
Right.
That'll cover 32 days.
But does the peanut butter and jelly one count as a hoagie? See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to say no.
It's a hoagie roll with chips on it, peanut butter and jelly, triple decker.
Yeah, but I could eat peanut butter and jelly every day for a year. That's not the same as eating a hoagie.
You've never eaten this peanut butter and jelly.
All right.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of rules here.
I'm not saying
I don't want you to have a
Fine,
PBJ loophole.
Discredit it then. That's fine.
I want to show you something what Pimp did. Pimp went ahead and got the whatchamacallit and the whozeewhatzit, okay? And there you go, by Lisa M.
There it
and
is.
you and I, my friend, are going to try this right now. Do you feel like trying it?
Yeah, let's try it.
I will say
I can only eat a little bit because of my
because of the hoagie you have to eat
my
later?
chocolate thing that I get. You know, I get my chocolate. I get like an hour. I get a lactose thing now with things.
Oh,
certain
okay.
things.
I didn't-
Chocolate gives it to me.
Just
But I
a-
can have a little nibble.
A thin layer of chocolate on a bar? We'll give it to you?
Yeah.
You got a severe case.
I mean, look. You know, you want to talk about my personal life? You want to talk about these candles?
Well, isn't it it's a dairy thing? You called it a chocolate thing. That's why it threw me. I was like, you have a
okay.
chocolate thing, and then you pointed to like the back of your mouth.
All right.
That was very, very
It's only-
confusing.
I only
Even
assumed
for
you-
someone who knows you dearly.
I only assumed you knew what I was talking about because we've talked about it at length at least 7 or 8 times at this point.
But when you say my chocolate thing and then point to this area, I'm not like, oh, his lactose thing. You should have been like, because
Now,
of my.
every time we hang out and I'm like, dude, I can't eat that chocolate.
No, I didn't know you can't eat chocolate. I thought you couldn't eat ice cream.
No, I can't eat candy chocolate because of the lactose thing.
All right.
I can eat chocolate cake and it's fine. I don't understand. But my lactose thing is getting worse. I ate a paleo string cheese today and it started giving me a little bit of a stomach ache.
That's a problem.
It's getting worse by the day.
Can I tell you something? My whole life I went without a lactose intolerance. Then about like 10, 15 years ago, I got one. I had it for a couple of years. It went away. I don't know why I got it and why it went away.
It sucks.
But
By the way,
it could be better days ahead for you.
somebody else wrote to me or wrote to us that there was already a whatchamacallit sequel called The Thingamajig. And I looked it up and it was real. And thingamajig is actually a term like whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
And it's basically the whozeewhatzit. Except I guess it didn't sell, so they're trying it again.
We're trying to rebrand it, and that's where we are today. Now, let me tell you something. The whatchamacallit is 230 calories, and the whozeewhatzit is 250 calories. There's also more fat, more sodium, more carbs,
And they really
and more protein.
threw Lisa under the bus here, didn't
Which
they?
one do you want to do first, babe?
The Ridge.
Okay.
You got to go a Ridge first.
Guys, if you have these at home, take them out now.
Oh, and one other
Want to break a
thing.
piece? Want to do a half seize, or you can't do a half seize?
I can't. I got to do bites, babe.
Okay. Very thin. Man.
Still so good.
The
Peanut butter and caramel. Or something.
That's something. It's delightful. So everyone who
Let's see
wanted
what
to hear
this-
us chew on eating on the pod.
Let's see where this goes now.
Let's see
What
what's
if
up.
this tops it?
I swear, if this tops it,
I'm not going to know what to do.
I'm not gonna know what to do with myself.
All right,
Watch that you don't. Watch the chocolate doesn't break and go into the fibers of the couch.
all right, I'm sorry.
No, I don't. You don't see what happened.
Yeah.
You see one shot off. That's gonna
Fibes.
get embedded into the fibers. You can't get that out. Oh, look at that! Don't throw it onto the floor.
I didn't know what to do. I
For
panicked.
those of you listening only, we broke the candy bar. A huge chunk of chocolate went on the couch, and Joe took a swipe at it as if to just knock it onto the carpet
I
on the
panicked.
floor.
I didn't know what to do. Same time this time.
Okay. Should I break it in case you want more?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, babe. Here we go. Who's he what's?
1, 2, 3.
Interesting. It's a different texture a little bit. You see they put that peanut butter layer on the top.
It's wonderful. It's hardcore chocolate, though.
Wow, it's good.
It's very good.
It's good.
But it's straight up chocolate.
It is straight up chocolate with a thin layer of peanut butter in there.
It's very good, though.
It's good. I don't think it beats the original for me.
It doesn't beat the orig, but it's very good.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Jury's out.
I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
How long does a chocolate bar last in your hands on the street walking around and you buy yourself a bar?
You mean if I open it and eat it?
Yeah, like how long
I'm
do you...
a savage with it. I'm a gavone, as I say in Bay Ridge.
Yeah, it's like...
I'm gonna eat that thing, and I try to savor it. I'll take a smaller bite on purpose. I do this trick with orange juice when I drink it, because usually I gulp down orange juice because I can't get enough of it. But a lot of times they sell orange juice in like these small containers, like 12 ounces. It goes really fast. You know, I do a little trick where I actually govern my own intake. And so if I could normally drink an orange juice in like 8 gulps, I'll make sure I get 24 sips instead.
I'm bad with that.
And if you get the taste, it does really swirl it around in your mouth. You do feel almost as satisfied as the gulp of it, and it lasts a lot longer. Little tip.
I'm bad with that because I get like, especially
you too. It's for
when I get
anybody.
McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah.
I would have to get an extra juice with it because I always get the apple juice, and the apple juice is kind of small.
It's that little Dixie cup for kids.
Yeah, they don't
right?
have it on top.
What's up with apple juice?
So I
with that
would
cup?
buy extra apple juices because I'm like, I can't control myself.
So you buy
with this.
you buy a combo for breakfast, and then you get and get another apple juice.
I get an extra, maybe sometimes a third apple juice.
No,
because I'm just like it's.
3 apple juices.
Sometimes it's like that. It's like a little teeny box.
Yeah. What are you getting again? You get a McGriddle? No, you get sausage egg and
I
you
go
get a sausage egg
sausage McMuffin with egg,
biscuit.
and then I get
Biscuit or muffin?
no, the meal muffin. I get the sausage McMuffin with egg.
Nah,
We've already done it.
I know.
And then I get an egg McMuffin,
Bacon, egg,
to
and
add
cheese with a
on,
biscuit.
sometimes an extra hash brown, and then I get extra apple juices.
That sounds insane. That sounds like way too much.
It's just right, to be honest with you.
So you're eating 2 sandwiches, a muffin, and 3 apple juices?
No muffin. Who the f did I
Egg
muffin?
McMuffin. 2 egg McMuffin?
I'm eating a sausage egg McMuffin.
Yeah.
A regular egg McMuffin. That's 2.
What's a regular egg McMuffin?
The ham, egg, and cheese.
Okay.
And then I get and then it comes with a hash brown, the
Yeah.
meal. Sometimes I'll get a bonus hash brown.
I like that you call it a bonus.
It's not that much. It's like eating 2 burgers and like a large fry.
Okay.
That's really all it is. It's
Okay.
not even that. It's sandwiches.
And
are
then
small.
3 apple juices.
Yeah, it's usually 2. I'm saying there's been times when I've gone for a third because I'm like,
That's way worse than a goddamn hoagie a day, man.
I'm not doing it every day.
You know you can get it any time now. You know this. Of course you know this.
Yes.
Breakfast anytime. Do you exercise that option?
Never.
Why?
Because I only want it in the morning. And I barely want breakfast in the morning.
Never have breakfast at din?
I always hated when my mom pulled that when I was a kid. It really pissed me
You didn't
off.
feel like it was a welcome curveball? You took your mom to
No.
task for it? You think she was being lazy?
I don't think she was being lazy. I think she was being frugal when it was like, hey, we're running low on food and we're not going to waste anything, so let's do breakfast for dinner.
I mean, there were times where I had two hard-boiled eggs for dinner because we were being frugal.
Actually, I guess pancakes
And I liked it.
didn't upset me that much at dinner time.
Pancakes for dinner is not being frugal. That's just what child
That's what
doesn't
breakfast
like,
for dinner.
You're telling me, I know, but I was talking like eggs. You're telling me your mom was
Pancakes,
like, who wants pancakes for dinner?
A
And you're
box for
kid
99
that looked
cents
at
that
her
lasts you months.
I know, but as a child, you were discerning. You overlooked the fact that you were going to be able to have pancakes for dinner, and you were like, quit being frugal, Mom.
No, I'm saying I don't think I minded it when it was pancakes and bacon.
Okay.
When it was like a different kind of breakfast for dinner, I was not into it. I've never been a big breakfast guy. I have been a dinner guy lunch and dinner guy my whole life. When we would go to the smorgasbord and when we were kids, my cousins couldn't wait to get through the meal.
You mean like a buffet?
Yeah.
Okay.
My cousins couldn't wait to get to the meal so they could go to the all-you-can-eat ice cream bar.
Sure.
And I would ask to go back to get more fried chicken wings. That's what I wanted. I didn't care about the ice cream bar.
I rarely hear people refer to the buffet experience as when we would go up to the smorgasbord.
That's what I called it when we were growing up.
Well,
That's
it
what my
is. I
parents
suppose
called
it is a smorgasbord. What's the etymology of the word smorgasbord? But then we'll go right back to that. So, let's see Pimp spell this thing.
Oh, my God. Hold on, Pimp.
If you go back.
Hold on. Do not click a thing, Pimp. Do not move. Do not. You need to lie still like I'm inside you, and I'm going to get you pregnant if you move right now.
You spelled it Moregesboard. Smorgasbord, the pimp way. Moregesboard.
Holy
I
shit.
let Google spell for me.
Oh, wait, you might have only missed, you forgot an S up there, up top. Let's see what it is.
That's the problem. Do you hear what he just said? I let Google spell for me. This is why you get an email from a grown professional now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have punctuation. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's coming down on you. Also, did you know that
My email's the homeless pimp. So.
they're not expecting much?
I'm saying like from an office worker. Go ahead.
Smorgasbord, the board in smorgasbord is B-O-R-D. I would have spelled that wrong. Smorgasbord, S-M-O-R-G-A-S-B-O-R-D. If you spelled it differently, I bet you most people spelled that wrong.
It's
A buffet offering. Say it.
Smorgasbord.
Yeah. A buffet offering a variety of hot and cold meats, salads, hors d'oeuvres, etc. A wide range of something, a variety.
Now, do you think that's where...
But where'd it come from? There you go, babe.
It's come to mean any old buffet offering, a choice of foods in the United States, term originated in Sweden.
Smorgasbord.
Do you think that's why... Do you think that's why s'mores are called s'mores? Because it's a play on smorgasbord? Because it's like a bunch of different things together?
I think it's some more. I think it's like a stylized give me some more.
Okay.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so then go back to the last page. I just want to read what that said. It's from Sweden. Roots are found in the upper class of 14th century Sweden, where a small spread of bread, butter, and cheese was offered before mealtime. Okay.
Wow. So the Swedes came up with the antipasta and not the Italians? Is it racist to say Swedes?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
not.
Although I really don't know what's pejorative or derogatory today or not. I get confused. You know, I that's why. But
I mean,
Swedes,
pejorative almost sounded like a bad word to me just
I
now.
know. Sweden.
Everything sounds
Swedish.
dangerous.
Swede. It's the Swedes. Can't be wrong, right?
I wouldn't bank on that.
Swedish. If you're Swedish and listening to this, tell us if calling you Swedes unintentionally is something that offended you.
Okay. Canceled. What if this is what we got?
I think me going Verda. It was a Swedish chef. Was like murder, Verda, thing to bird, or
You want to talk about
was he
things,
really speaking
You want
Swedish?
to talk about things from that era that don't play these days?
Verda.
I wouldn't be surprised if Swedish Chef was under fire. They just canceled Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah. The Swedish chef, all he wanted to do was come in and cook for you.
I know.
Yeah.
But what if this is why we got canceled?
What about that SNL
Seriously, think
Vinny
about that for a
Verge?
second.
Wouldn't
Wouldn't that be the greatest?
what?
Before you go on with your thought.
Swedes?
Yeah, my thought. No, if we got canceled for saying sweet.
Yeah. I don't know any Swedish words, do you? Fjallraven?
It was the running gag on the Golden Girls, and I love the Golden Girls. It's one of my top 5 sitcoms of all time. But I hated the Rose Swedish jokes. It got like really dumb.
Oh, from
after a
Mount
while.
Olaf?
Saint Olaf.
St. Olaf.
I liked when she talked about how backwards her town was. That always made me laugh.
Yeah.
But I hated when they would always be like, when she would always be like, we called it Gerfergenfergen. Like, I was like, ugh, yeah.
God bless. Shout out Betty White. Still going. God bless her.
Yeah, I know,
Oh,
right?
man. I don't see her a lot lately. And I hope she's
Well, there was
very,
a
very
year-long
well.
pandemic, and she's 107 years old. Maybe she laid low for a while. Yeah, she's 99, dude.
Yeah, God bless you. What a treasure.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I hope I go that long, although I've come nowhere near any of the success she saw by my age. So if I'm that old, I'm probably going to be in a lot of financial straits.
What do you think factors into her being able to achieve 99? Was that written in the books? Is that something in her DNA where it's like it didn't matter? I mean, honestly, if she smoked and ate hoagies every day, maybe she would go sooner. But like, do you think like it was predetermined by her genetic makeup that she might have lived that long? Or do you think it
she's
is
genuinely, honestly, you know what I think has a lot to do with it? I think she is genuinely positive. And I think she really does always see the glass as half full. And look at this. She would run a mile every morning.
up until COVID? Wait, no way.
That's wild.
Is that true? At 98 years old, she was running a mile every morning?
That's what she said.
Running.
Okay, but still. Pimp used air quotes, but still. I don't walk a mile every day. Not like, let me walk this mile. I might get my steps in. Wow.
No, she, I think like that genuine pot. It's apparently why B. Arthur didn't like her all the time was because she was so positive about everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if negativity is a sign that you're not going to live long, we need to all reassess.
B went pretty long.
Did she?
B went into her 80s.
How tall was B? Was she like 6'8"?
Probably 6. She
was over 6.
I love that Pip had to write Golden Girls because he couldn't even begin to think of how to spell B. Arthur.
B. Let's go to B's Wikipedia.
Oh, look at that! Nailed it, Pimp.
I watched Golden Girls.
Oh, all right. Pimp nailed it. Beautiful. Yeah, she was.
Shout out B. You scroll down to under her picture. Under the picture. There it is. Does the math for
86.
you.
I'll take it.
I'd still like to trade in. I like to trade in.
I'm a B. Arthur type.
Bernice was her name. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. If you had to have she was a staff sergeant?
How about that?
Wow. She was awarded a medal in World War I? Wait, B. Arthur was
World
in
War II.
Oh, I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. I'm like, damn. Wow, okay. God bless.
So back to the food talk. Another thing we thought we were gonna talk about this week was the record.
Yeah. We got it.
We do have it. I do have some bad news pertaining to it, though. Let's
Okay.
go to it. Shouts out to Pimp. What is the handle of the very lovely person that made this again?
I can't see that.
Lotus. You can follow Lotus at Get Lotus. @ GETLOTIS on Twitter.
Thank you so much for putting in that work for us. That was such a cool thing.
Yeah, Lotus is a super fan.
Whole chart.
We'll put it up on the screen here. She made this chart. We asked like who's ahead, what's the score, and Lotus made one for us, which is amazing. Sal is currently winning by 2.
This is not the user friendly. What about the graphic that she? Oh wow, she made a margin thing as well.
Yeah.
So that's the percentage margin. So we're that close. So the margins are that close.
So
there's only a 2% difference in the cumulative margin disparities.
I don't know what that means. What you just said, but
so like if I win,
no, there's a 4% difference because your margin is -2. My margin is +2.
Are you sure about that?
Or then I don't know how that works, but anyway, Sal is 2 ahead.
Percentage points. That means nothing.
Oh, actually, wait, no, that's wrong. After the current wins, your margin is also higher. You're 14 and 153.
That can't be real by 0.4%. That's right.
It is. Your other win took you past my 2%.
So what I'm saying is she's basically okay. So if you win 60-40, right? It's basically that means you were +10 if you win 60-40 because 50% is the baseline, right? Or if you win 60-40, are you +20? She's doing it by 50%. So she's saying you got 10% more people than half. That's how she's doing it. So you see like right there where it says like French fries, 75%, beet onion rings, 75 to 25. Oh no, she did fix that. She did put 50. Oh, that's what it was. Someone corrected her on that, and that's why she changed it because the margins were different. Okay. So you're telling me that if you add up all 100 percentages throughout all 27 episodes, that we're as close as a difference of a 0.5 percentage difference away in votes?
Sal, I don't know what you're talking about.
The margin.
I'm not following any of it. All I know is this. I didn't feel like doing this, so somebody else did it. You're taking me through all the things I didn't want to do.
Can you put up her graphic that she had? Yeah, that's easier. Can you blow it up a little bit? That is the old one, though. That's the old one.
Your margin, you have a higher percentage margin than me, and you're ahead by 2 wins.
That's it. Now blow that up. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying though, buddy? Like, for example, Everything Bagel, okay? 62 to 38% was that win. So how is the margin only 12%?
No, it's 64 to 36.
Yeah, I don't get how she's doing these margins. Oh, she did. Okay. So she's judging from 50%. So, for example, this is an easy round one, right? French fries versus onion rings. French fries won 75 to 25%. So she's saying the margin is 25% because 25% will get us dead even.
I don't understand, and I don't want to think about it. I don't care.
But it's a telling statistic, though.
That's great. You're winning. That's the only thing that matters.
No, you're not understanding. Cumulatively, with all your percentages added up and all my percentages added up, for 26 episodes, we are less than a half percentage point difference between us. That is how.
No, it's 1.5%.
Mother, I'm over this myself now.
There's 1.5% if you look at the spreadsheet.
All right.
You're a point and a half.
That's nothing.
I know, but
It could
you
be
have
hundreds of
cumulative
percentage
more wins. You have 14 to 12.
Yes, that part I understand.
Right.
I don't think you're getting how cool of a statistic the margin difference is.
I mean, it just sounds like
It
nerd
shows you
stuff to me.
even-
I don't care.
I'll put it to you this way: if I was winning, 20 wins to 10 wins, but our margins were that close, that's how big of how close of. All right, forget it.
So we're both great at this.
We're doing. It's very close.
Okay. That's all you had to say.
Very close.
That's all you had to say. But look,
14, 12, and 1 to 12, 14, and 1.
Before we move on to today's battle, a bit of bad news.
Joe, I'm going to talk about Magic Spoon, and if you listen to the podcast, you are no stranger to Magic Spoon, but if you're listening for the first time, let us tell you about Magic Spoon. It is cereal like we had when we were children, but you could eat it again now as adults.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, it comes in like 8 flavors. It's cinnamon, it's blueberry, it's honey nut. They change it up all the time. You got peanut butter, frosted. But the thing is, it's not loaded with sugar and carbs. It's not terrible for you. There's 0 grams of sugar. That's insane. There's 13 to 14 grams of protein, which is like eating turkey. And it's only 4 net grams of carbs, so it's like keto friendly. It's 140 calories a serving. It's gluten free, grain free, soy free, low carb, GMO free. You ever watch like Shark Tank and someone comes in with a hot new product that's a market disruptor and they go, why is yours different? And they just go down this list of all these things. People are now health conscious. They're ecologically conscious. Is that a word, ecologically? Ecologically. They're ecologically conscious. This checks all the boxes.
What I like about Magic Spoon is that I feel that it's almost like when you used to watch movies about the future when you were little. And there'd be like a ridiculous like thing in the movie where it'd be like, cigarettes are good for you.
Right.
It turns out Magic Spoon is doing that magic thing. It's like you're watching the movie, you're watching RoboCop 6, and everybody's eating cereal 3 times a day, and they're going, it's actually not bad for you.
Right.
We were wrong.
We're in the future where cereal's healthy.
We did it. You can build your own box. As Sal said, they have an assortment of flavors. They don't have honey nut. You just threw that in there.
They had it at one point, I think.
Yeah, they did have it.
They did. Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm so
they're
sorry.
they're always
Okay.
rotating flavors, which is also nice.
I take it back. They had honey nut. We want you to go to magicspoon.com/tastebuds. You're going to grab a custom bundle of cereal there. You can try it today. You can build your own box, whatever flavors you like. And be sure you use our promo code TasteBuds at checkout. You're going to save yourself $5 off your order. That's magicspoon.com/tastebuds. Use the promo code TasteBuds to save $5. And this company is so confident in their product, it's backed by 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like the Magic Spoon cereal for any reason, I don't know why you wouldn't, they will refund your money, no questions asked. So go to magicspoon.com/tastebuds. Use the promo code TasteBuds. Get $5 off. Thank you, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring us. Sal, I know you're a lot like me, and you're into a personal care routine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't even understand what I do. I exfoliate. I use toner. I use all sorts of creams and lotions.
I think that's great, and people have different types of plans. People have
self-care, babe. Personal
10-step
self-care
plans. People have 2-step plans. People have 3-step plans. Let's talk about Hawthorne, one of our newer sponsors. They're going to help you get the most out of your personal care routine.
They got shampoos, body washes, hand soaps, luxurious sandalwood shaving gel, all made without sulfates, parabens, and other harsh chemicals. Again, what makes companies stand out?
Well, I'll tell you what makes this company stand out. I got a box of this stuff in the mail a week ago.
I'm so excited.
I love it. You take a little quiz on their website, okay, and they ask me stuff like, what's your favorite brand of cologne, and how often are you doing a facial wash?
I love taking little quizzes.
that kind of stuff. And you start to answer the questions little by little, right?
Yeah.
And they say, okay, here's your bundle. It's called an essentials bundle. And it's these products, they're all tailored to you and your body type and your lifestyle.
It's fun. I like that. They're really taking the work out of it.
Yeah. I got a specific shampoo that was made for me. I got a specific facial wash that was meant for me. I got a specific deodorant that was meant for me.
And it's all according to like what you focus on in your self-care, and then what scents and what kind of like.
So like the deodorant question, they'll be like, "Are you a heavy sweater? Or are you somebody that wants to stay dry? Do you not mind a little bit of perspiration?" They ask you very specific questions. And I got a box of all this stuff, including two bottles of cologne. One says work, one says play. I've bought some fine colognes.
Cheeky?
I've bought some fine colognes in my day. These things smell so good.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
I mean, if you throw cologne on you, you're unstoppable.
I'm unstopped.
Take Hawthorne's quiz today and get started on your personalized self-care routine by going to hawthorne.co. That's HAWTHORNE.co. And use our promo code TasteBuds to get 10% off your first purchase. That's HAWTHORNE.co, not .com. Promo code TasteBuds, hawthorne.co, promo code TasteBuds. You got to try it. What do you have to lose?
You got to. It's awesome.
27 episodes is the halfway point to 52.
That's
We're
right.
dead half right now.
Right now.
And I have a 2-win lead.
Yes.
Okay.
Could go anywhere.
Could go anywhere with it.
But I got bad news. Because I looked it up last night.
Is a spoiler?
The sugar-free hair bros are off the market. You can't find them anymore.
That's why we couldn't find them last week in the store. They had 10
They're
kinds.
gone. They're
What
gone.
about
I looked
online?
on Amazon. I Googled. I went to Google Shopping. You can't find these things. They're gone.
Oh, because they probably had to pull them because everybody was...
So we got to figure out a different thing.
Another thing we got to
Before
figure
any
out
fans
how you win and
suggest-
how you lose.
Before any fans suggest make Joe eat ice cream if he loses, I'm not doing that because it is not. I'll deal with a shit your pants thing. I'm not dealing with a allergic reaction vomit thing. Like that's
all right. Well,
too
the good news is we have
gross.
27 weeks to figure out what's going to replace the Haribo sugar-free gummies.
So we'll also put that to the fans. We want to hear about some ideas for the 30-day hoagie challenge, and we want to hear some ideas about what the penalty should be if you lose. I would eat a bird's heart.
Oh no, you won't.
I've eaten heart. I would do it again. I've eaten Rocky Mountain oysters, which are goat nuts. I've eaten them. I've eaten them. They had them in a bar. I was like, I'll try it. Like, let me try it.
You ever see Funny Farm with Chevy Chase?
Yeah.
Where she's like, "What? You broke the record. 100 sheep balls."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a funny movie.
It's great. It's an underrated comedy from the 80s. Funny Farm.
All right, let's get moving to the battle for today.
Lobster roll versus crab cake. It's a great summer battle.
I know, and today is June 1st.
Happy
as
Pride.
we record it.
Happy Pride.
Drops next week, but we're recording on June 1st. So
Yeah.
it feels, I don't care what anybody says, June 1st, first day of summer. That's
I
what
agree. I actually completely agree.
Yeah. So happy Pride and happy summer and happy seafood.
What you taking?
Well, we discussed earlier, I will be taking the crab cake.
And I will be taking the lobster roll.
I've got a lot to say.
You can do, please go. Let's get right into this now.
Lobster is not only my
Dad, call it the cockroach of the ocean.
No. Lobster is not only my favorite seafood of all time.
Oh, okay.
It is arguably, it could be my favorite food of all time. It is definitely a contender, as is the team I will be fighting against in another upcoming battle. However, there is no food I order less in my life than a lobster roll.
What? Please, does not
Bringing
compute.
mayonnaise into the equation with the delectable meat of the lobster is not only disgusting, but disgraceful and disrespectful to the quality of that meat. You're getting a hot dog amount of lobster meat. They're charging you $27. I hate this sandwich any way you can slice it. The lobster roll disgusts me. I'm offended by it.
Well, I like all versions of a lobster roll. There are two prominent versions. One is a butter poached, which is the best thing that my tongue has ever licked.
Okay.
So
Now, I want you to go
can't just just argue against the mayonnaise mix.
Listen, I love a butter poached lobster roll. You try and find one because I've looked everywhere. Every time I see lobster roll on a menu,
like 100 places you can get it.
But every time I see lobster roll on a menu, I go, is this the mayonnaise kind? They go, yeah, it's the mayonnaise one.
Yeah, those people suck. But my favorite lobster roll, and I'll shout it out right now, Ed's Lobster Bar on Spring Street in Soho. Ed McFarland is the chef. He's one of my childhood friends. I am not just saying this. I get lobster rolls everywhere I go. He has a full menu of all lobster items, and his lobster roll is a knockdown, drag out, blow your bees off lobster roll.
How much we talking?
It's in the high 20s, maybe low 30s. But it's not an everyday thing. You treat yourself. It's like 1.5 pounds of meat on that thing.
A pound?
It's like a pound.
You're getting a pound.
It's a lot.
It went from 1.5 pounds to a pound to a lot.
It's on a split top butter roll that he soaks in the butter. He puts it in with delicious homemade fries and his homemade pickles with vinegar.
$17
it's so good.
at the truck to $40 with tax and tip. Well, that's not his spot, though, right?
No, it's not his spot.
that's
Well,
just
you could
saying
also
in
go to
general.
like something like a Luke's, which is making lobster rolls more accessible, and those are like $18, and they're not
Okay.
bad. They're not Ed's, but they're not bad.
I'll try Ed's.
Yeah, you got. We'll go together.
We'll go together someday.
But lobster, well, okay, lobsters pee out of their faces. Apparently, they have urine release nozzles right under their eyes, and they urinate in each other's faces as a way of communicating, either when fighting or mating. How do you know what the urine is meant for? If I piss on your face, how do you know if I want to punch you or have sex with you?
You got piss coming out of your eyes. Is it no matter what happens, is it that bad at that point? So, look, here's the thing. The rival shellfish, the rival crustacean to the lobster is the crab.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
If we're comparing I love crab.
Now,
I love Alaskan king crab. I love it with cocktail sauce. But honestly, when you have a crab cake, you take that cocktail. We're not doing crab versus lobster. We're doing lobster roll versus crab cake.
So,
okay?
and you got to, and what you have to do at that point, in my opinion, is go on average. And on average, a lobster roll is a mayonnaise-y, overpriced, disgusting mess. And on average, a crab cake, you're at least, when it's still bready, getting some wonderful crab flavor and an enjoyable bread treat. At its best, it's all crab meat, just fused together with minor amounts of breading.
Let's go line by line. The meat. Lobster meat is better than crab meat, in my opinion. I love crab meat, but lobster meat is sweeter, and I like it better, especially when it's cooked the right way.
But what about a shredded crab meat? And what about the variety of crab meats you can get? They all have different flavors.
Well, let's just go back to what I was saying.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
My favorite version of a lobster roll is a butter poached.
Okay.
Butter is the number one ingredient in anything that you think that you love how it tastes. Even if you get a burger, the bun is soaked in butter. Every place cooks with butter. Even if you don't realize it, if you go to a restaurant, if you read Kitchen Confidential, you'll know that most things in restaurants that you think are delicious are absolutely soaked in butter. Butter is like Jesus' ingredient, right? A lobster poached roll with the roll grilled and soaked in butter to a golden brown, a split top butter roll.
You're getting
with some diced celery and a couple
You're
of
getting
crunch.
too specific with the split top butter roll thing because
well, most places put it in some type of toasted buttered bread.
I've rarely seen that.
What do you eat it out of?
I don't eat them because they look like shit because they come out on
They
what looks
look
to me
like a work
like
of
a
art.
split top.
They look like a
hot
little,
dog.
like the little claw
Roll.
that's pinker than like the other meat. It's like it's
They
gorgeous.
never look like
it's gorgeous. You ever look at jumbo lump crab? It just looks like just
you're-
balls of little white
you're
balls.
Nuts. It's beautiful.
Nah.
It's pristine white with hints of pink and red, and it's gorgeous. And you put lump crab meat. That's like eating delicious Big League Chew. You put that into your mouth, dude, and it's so good. It's so
What
good,
kind of
dude.
parallel is that? You're not doing yourself a favor there.
It's strings of a delicious thing.
No, Joe.
Like
Listen,
Big League Chew.
Here's the thing. A lobster roll, when you have a lobster roll, it's an event. Okay? It's like when people go, you want to go for sushi? You know what I mean? People it's like, oh, let's go for lobster rolls. It's like you base the whole trip around the anticipation of having a lobster roll. It's not an everyday thing. It's a little expensive. But when you go for lobster rolls, when you want one, you go, you know what I haven't had in a while? You know what I really want? A lobster roll.
You say maybe crab cakes.
Let's go for it. No, I don't go, you know what I haven't had in a while? Crab cake is on every single menu.
Oh, you're
enough
nuts.
already.
You're
Crab
nuts.
cake is on every menu. You
You
want
wanna break it down.
Anything except a diner.
You wanna
and a crab
break it-
cake is in that appetizer
You want to
section.
break it down. You want to break down delicious blow by delicious blow. Let's just break down the names of these things. Crab cake. Two amazing words right next to each other.
Crab isn't the best word.
You hear those words, you think of two great things. You think of crab meat and you think of cake. And boy, oh boy, does the crab cake deliver on both fronts. When you hear lobster roll, it sounds disgusting.
You are grasping.
It sounds disgusting.
Now you're grasping at phonetics.
No, I'm not grasping at
You're
phonetics.
hooked now on phonics now. You are.
I'm not-
Roll?
When's roll ever been a good word?
What does that have to do
you
with the
think
taste?
of chicken roll?
What does that have to do with
You
the
think of
taste?
jelly roll? You think of all these terrible things.
Esther Roll. She's great. Listen to me. Can I tell you something about a crab cake? I like crabs. I like crab cakes. I will tell you something. The best crab cake I've ever had in my life is as good as like the top 50 crab cakes I've ever had in my life. They have a
That's
ceiling.
bullshit.
I swear to Christ.
That's bullshit.
There's bad crab cake.
That's bullshit.
All I'm saying is when you have a good crab cake, it is in the same exact bucket as every other good crab
But you
cake.
can't
It's a
discount-
ceiling. It's like, okay, this is okay.
You're blowing past my very valid argument that a wonderful butter poached lobster roll, and this comes up a lot on this show, and I want to really point this out. You're blowing past the argument where I'm agreeing with you that a butter poached lobster roll is wonderful, magnificent, and delicious, and I would love to eat it all day long. However, that is not the average type of lobster roll you're dealing with, and you have to take into account what you're going to get on average. And on average, a lobster roll sucks. It's cold lobster meat and mayonnaise with like chives and shit chopped into it, and it's put onto a very lackluster roll. It's very underwhelming.
Why is the roll lackluster? Because you use that adjective?
No.
Why is the roll lackluster?
I'm saying because most places have a lackluster roll, and on top of it, they overcharge you for something that is not filling.
You're getting overcharged like a mother on the crab cake by far.
You get a
Joe,
good
don't
crab
go down
cake? No,
this
you're
road
not.
with me, Joe. Don't go down this road with me because
No.
I will tell you right now, the best lobster
you-
roll is. I'm
Is there-
telling you right now, a million times, not 10, not 100 out of 100, not 10 out of 10, a million times out of a million times, the best lobster roll is better than the best crab cake. A crab cake has a ceiling. This is what I'm telling you.
I understand, but I'm dealing in averages here, and I'm saying on average, the average crab cake is better than the lobster
You go
roll.
into any restaurant that's worth its salt, anyone, you could probably pick one every block in Manhattan, one every block. They will have a crab cake on the appetizer menu 100%. You order that crab cake. If it is not terrible, it is the same as every other crab cake.
No, you
the
get
best crab cake is as good as any crab cake that is not bad. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
It tastes, there's one way to make it. That's the other thing. I like that you can get mayo or butter poached if you want. You can pick a lobster roll based on your mood, based on your preferences. I like to switch it up every once in a while.
Okay.
I prefer butter, but I'll eat mayo. You're
what I
taking
like-
my lobster roll
Here's
and
what I
you're
like about
making
a
mayo
crab
be
cake.
the only
Here's what I like
representative
about a
for a
crab
lobster
cake.
roll.
Here's
Mayo
what I like
is
about
not
a
the
crab
only
cake.
representative.
Here's what I like about a crab cake. You can also have a crab cake sandwich. So why
Crab
don't we
cake-
talk about a crab cake sandwich
Terrible.
versus a lobster roll?
Terrible.
Oh, stop
it's
it.
terrible.
Stop
and
it.
I like crab cakes and I
Stop
like
it.
sandwiches. It's a dry, weird thing. It does
It's
not
not
go.
dry.
Putting
You
crab
put a
cake
wonderful
on pieces
tartar
of bread-
sauce on it.
Oh, don't get me started on tartar sauce. Tartar sauce. You want to talk about mayo? Not. You don't like the mayo on the lobster roll, but you like what's tartar sauce made of? Pull that shit
Of
up.
course, it's got some mayo in it.
Tartar sauce
it's not
is
cake and
disgusting.
mayo.
I
The
hate
fish
it.
isn't cake.
The
Good for
only
you.
time I'll ever have
I
it a
love it.
little bit
I
is
love
I'll
it.
dip a fish and chip in it, but then I'll also
I
go,
love it.
"Ugh,"
I
midway
love
through.
tartar sauce. I love tartar sauce.
Okay. Let's talk hypocrite. Okay, right now.
No,
okay?
there's a difference
you
between
keep
a
attributing disgusting mayo to a lobster
No,
roll
I
when
like
you don't even
mayo.
have to get that.
I like mayo. I don't like it. I don't like my fish drenched in it. That's what I'm
But
saying.
you're saying you want to dip your crab
You're
cake in
telling
tartar
me.
sauce.
You're telling me you think it's the same thing to mash the fish into a bowl of mayonnaise as it is to put a thin spreading on the top of the bun.
Don't even tell me you just did it out of one of the packets. That is so
No,
disgusting.
I'm saying you put a thin layer across the top of the bun.
You were squeezing a tartar
squeezing.
packet. You want to have tartar packets? That's gross.
You're out of your
packets,
mind.
Tartar packets
You're
are
out
gross.
of your mind.
Joe, ever since I was a child, it has been my dream to curse someone out in fluent German.
I tried, my friend. I tried in high school. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school, almost failed both times. I think I passed the second year because I made a piñata.
You almost failed both times?
She let me slide because I made a piñata.
So, un poquito you passed by.
There you go. That means something.
A little bit. Look,
Yeah.
Babbel is the world's #1 selling language learning app. It's addictive, it's fun and easy. It's a way to learn a new language. I'm always trying to better myself, and I always say, "Oh, I'm gonna buy some software, to take all those courses." Or I'm
Right.
gonna go. I had a friend of mine that actually went to actual in-person Spanish classes, Spanish language classes. This is an app form in bite-sized 15-minute lessons. It's an easy way to learn language on the go.
Can I tell you that I love the 15-minute lessons? And I don't say this to be funny.
Yeah.
I like bettering myself, but I do like to put a cap on it.
That's right.
I don't like to
poquito.
spend a ton of time bettering
Yes.
myself. I love that you can do these 15-minute lessons, as you said, on the go. Designs of the courses are really based in practical, real-world conversations. They're giving you stuff you can use.
Exactly right. Yes, and they have everything. They have Spanish, French, Italian, German. It's 14 languages. It was created by over 100 language experts, and it's scientifically proven to be effective. So this is what I want you to do. I swear to God, I'm going to really learn I'm going to curse you out in German soon.
Why
time.
me? Why do you want to curse me
Well,
out?
just so they could watch on the
It's
show.
all love, babe.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, all right, fine. Then I won't curse them out in German.
Listen,
but I think you
do
have a lot of angry listeners now.
All right, that's fine. You want to get a purchase for 3 months of Babbel? When you go to Babbel through our offer that you're getting through us, you're going to do a 3-month purchase. You're going to buy yourself 3 months, and then
We're
you're
gonna
going
match
to get an additional 3 months for free. Okay, so that means you're getting 6 months for the price of a 3-month subscription. All you got to do is go to Babbel.com and use the promo code TasteBuds. That's BABBEL.com, promo code TasteBuds, and you're going to get 6 months for the price of 3. Babbel, language for life. Look, folks, it's summer, as you know, from these summery themes we're doing in the food battles over the last couple weeks. And I'll tell you this, I got plans this summer. I'm beaching it. I'm boarding it.
Oh.
I'm skating it.
Oh.
I'm biking it.
It's a Joe DeRosa summer, babe.
And when I'm doing those things, I want my tunes with me.
Yes.
And I want my tunes with me in an easy way, in a convenient way, in a comfortable way, and in an affordable way.
You're talking Raycon, aren't you?
What else would I be
You're
talking?
Raycon.
Raycon with us from the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. A pair of Raycon wireless earbuds in your ears can make all the difference. Crisp, powerful beats, and you know that's what you want. At half the price of other premium audio earbuds. A lot of times, people are getting... You ever see what the headphone market now is exploding? It's exploding with the head... I swear, and everyone's competing, and it just seems like they're really all very friggin' expensive.
They are.
I mean, like $500 for headphones.
They are, and it bothers me because it becomes... And this is true, this really bothers me. The headphones thing becomes a weird status competition where, if you don't have the wireless earbud Blu-ray thingies or the whatever
Studio
that look
leather
like the
sound.
Yeah. It's like all of a sudden you're not as cool as everybody, as trendy as whatever. And it's like, you know what? You shouldn't have most of them because most of them are a ripoff. You're not getting better sound quality, and they're charging you way too much because it's got an insignia on it that you think is going to make you look cool to anybody else when you're walking down the street or riding the subway or whatever it is. And that's the beautiful thing with Raycon. It's affordable. They work. They're easy to sync with your device. So easy. 24-hour battery life. Great portability. You can take them anywhere. They stay in your ears. You're
little
working
compact
out.
charging case.
It's great. So Raycon's offering you 15% off of all of their products. And here's what you got to do to get it. You go to buyraycon.com/tastebuds. That's buyraycon.com/tastebuds. You're going to get 15% off your entire Raycon order. Such a good deal. Just go. Grab a pair and a spare.
Yeah.
15% off for you as long as you go to BUYRAYCON.com/ taste buds.
Try them out. Let us know what you think about them. Tartar sauce is gross, dude. What else do you have tartar sauce with, by the way?
Hit you with
What else do you have tartar sauce with?
breaded clams, clam strips.
Oh, I just don't like it. Why are you only
You don't have
eating
to
it with
like
fried
it.
fish?
You don't have to like it, pal. It goes on my sandwich, not
Tartar
yours.
sauce is mostly mayonnaise. It's mayo, and here you are
Do
shitting
you
on the
hear
lobster
what I'm
roll
saying?
that
I
has mayo in
like
it.
mayonnaise. I don't like lobster soaked in mayonnaise.
So have a butter poached.
You can't get a butter poached in most places.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Are you insane?
Sal,
Are you
I
insane?
ask at every.
If a
and by the way,
place carries a lobster roll, it's a 50-50 shot if it's butter or mayo.
And you want to talk about any restaurant you walk into with the crab cakes? Go to any place that even serves one craft beer in Brooklyn or Manhattan. They got oysters and lobster rolls on that menu.
You're full of shit.
Trust me.
There's crab cakes.
Trust me.
There's crab cakes on every goddamn menu, dude. Every steakhouse, every single
I don't
menu.
see them in steakhouses that
they're
often.
all over. And I'll tell you, they're the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Joe. I like a crab cake. I
You
like
know what?
it. But
Never seen lobster rolls on the steakhouse menu because they're shit.
No, you surf and turf. You get the lobster on its own. They're not going to put it in a roll.
They don't f up. That's
lobster
my
rolls
point.
aren't shit. Let's
They-
just keep the.
You can also get crab legs on.
You think lobster rolls are shit now? You just said you
just
liked them.
said the ones that you get most of the time suck, which is the
If you,
mayo
let me,
base.
if you let me make a point here, okay? I order and eat lobster crab cakes, okay? I order and eat them all
do
the
I.
time. They're pretty good. If I'm in the mood for it and someone makes one deliciously, all it is thick golden brown chunks of the crab in it. But you eat
This
it
tells
and
me you've never had the right kind of lobster roll because a good,
crab cake.
a good crab cake because a good crab cake has stringy crab all
Dude,
throughout
I've
it.
had a billion crab cakes in my life. I'm telling you, where's the best crab cake you ever had? Can you tell me? No, you can't because they all meld together. Because once you kind of make
That's
it
not
good
fair.
enough, that's how they all
That's not
taste.
fair. You have a friend who has this lobster roll house, and you know that he.
I've tried. Let's say I've tried 50 lobster rolls from 50 different establishments.
I'll tell you where to get a great
I can
crab
tell
cake.
you good,
Tell you where-
terrible, no
Tell you where
good,
to-
the best I've ever
I'll
had.
tell you where to get a great crab cake.
Where?
Comedy Cellar, Olive Tree Cafe.
It's okay.
They have a wonderful.
They make it right.
Oh,
no,
I hope they're not listening to this. There go your spots.
Let them listen. I'm saying they make it as good as you can make it. That's what I'm saying. No matter what restaurant you go to a Michelin star restaurant, they make a crab cake. It's the same way. It's nice. It's cakey. It has big chunks of crab in it. It's golden brown. You dip it in your tartar. You squeeze a little lemon on it. But you close your eyes. They all taste and chew the same. Once you make it good enough, it tastes
Let me
the
ask
same.
you
There's
this.
no deviation.
Let me
no
ask
one
you
ever
this.
no one ever gets inventive with a crab cake. No one's ever like,
How
this
dare
is
you.
my take on a crab cake. A
How
crab
dare
cake.
you. Oh, people do
a
that.
crab
What do you-
cake.
yes, they
no,
do.
crab cake is through and through always the same
And-
exact thing, and it always tastes
Look
the
at
same.
that. Look how beautiful
They
those
all look
look.
and taste the same. That's what I'm saying. Like
Because you don't.
There's not enough. There's
a
not
reason.
Enough, there's not
Hold
enough personality
on.
in a
There's
crab
a
cake.
reason. There's tons of personality, and that's why they all taste the same. Is because you don't change perfection. There's a way to make a crab cake. There's a way to do it good. Okay. There's a good way to do a lobster roll that nobody seems to do ever. Only people want to do the low rent shit way.
No, you're
okay?
full of shit.
By the way,
you're
didn't
absolutely full of
McDonald's
shit. Crab cake has the personality of a wet noodle.
Didn't
It's
McDonald's have a
boring.
lobster roll
It's
at one
boring.
point?
Here, I wrote some notes.
No, lobster roll. Didn't McDonald's have a lobster roll at one point?
Out of here.
They
McDonald's
did.
Didn't have a lobster. They
Look,
had a crab cake.
They had a
you
lobster
bitch.
roll too. It just came up. Right there. Right there.
Where?
Right there. McDonald's lobster roll experience.
No, that's not what it. Read what it says.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they have lobster roll.
Yeah, they had a lobster roll. Thank you very much. Why don't you pull a picture of that thing up, Pip? Let's see if it's a butter based.
It was in New
or it's got
England. It was
mayonnaise
New
in
England
it.
for a limited time in 2017. What do I care if McDonald's had a lobster
You
roll?
just shit on them having the crab cake.
Because no, you said they had a crab cake, and I just said it came up and they had both. I don't care if they have a crab cake.
I'm not seeing a
My
picture of
point
a
is,
crab cake.
dude. My point. Look, I wrote some notes today.
Look at that.
Oh God, that looks disgusting.
Yeah, of course it does.
Okay, ready?
It's not a
I
crab
wrote some
cake,
notes
though.
about
It's a
the
crab
cake.
sandwich.
All taste the same once you've reached good level. There's never a deviation. I wrote tartar sauce.
You
Ugh.
hate deviations on this show. Had
Joe,
I brought up
stop
a
it.
deviation, you would have gotten mad.
Here's a highlight of my description of a crab cake. I wrote boring AF. They're
You
boring,
16?
bro. No, but they're boring.
They're not
You know what
boring.
other scam restaurants like to do? They go, do you want the entree crab cake? And I'm like, the entree crab cake? What's that? And you order, and it's just 2 crab cakes. The crab cake was $16. The entree crab cake is 2 crab cakes for $32. Boring.
I'll tell
so
you
you're
what.
just throwing 2 on a plate. I'm eating more. You charge me double. It's not even savings.
I'll tell you what. Is there anything better than when you're at a wedding or a christening, maybe, or any type of event that might
This
have
thing's better than when I'm at a
that might
christening.
have hors d'oeuvres floating around, and somebody walks by with that plate of crab cakes with the toothpicks? It is so exciting.
Have you ever seen a mini lobster roll? Because I was at an event.
Never, not once in my life.
I was at an event.
Not once.
I was at an event with you that had them.
Sure you were.
I was at an event with you that had them.
I wouldn't know.
Bitch.
I wouldn't know, bitch, because I didn't eat them.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch.
I'll tell you where we were, babe. I'll tell you where we were.
All right. You tell me.
I will, off camera.
Okay.
Because it's a place you went we're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah, I remember these, and I go, what is that, egg salad?
Look at the mini.
Keep moving. Where are the crab cakes?
You're telling me you're at an event. Somebody walks by with a mini crab cake and another hors d'oeuvre tray with a mini lobster roll.
Right.
You are. Don't lie to me. Look me in the eyes. You're reaching for the lobster roll.
I'm going
aren't
to
you?
say
You're going to take a mini crab cake
I'm gonna
over a mini lobster roll.
First of all, I might take both, and the only way
no,
I
you can only
might
take one.
both
You can only take one.
crab cakes, because I don't know if there's
You're
mayonnaise in that
lying.
lobster roll.
You're lying
I
to
don't
our
like it with mayonnaise
listeners.
in it. I don't like the mayonnaise. I think it's gross.
Stop only talking about the one that you don't like.
Listen,
I wish I could talk about the crab cake I
think
don't
that,
like.
I also think the lobster is robbing you. The lobster roll is robbing you of the lobster experience. There is nothing like getting a plate with lobster in the claws, cracking the claws open, peeling the meat from the tail.
I
surf
tell
and
them
turf.
to shell it for me every time. I don't need to do that
you're
nonsense.
Nuts. You're nuts.
I'm the worst. I sit down with a plate of Alaskan crab legs. I look like I'm a junkie after. I have slices all over my hands and arms.
You're nuts.
What are you talking about? Why are we talking? Now you're talking about breaking open the lobster?
Yeah, it's a wonderful
That's
experience.
not what we're talking about, though, dude.
I'm saying
Okay,
that
true or
lobster roll
false?
takes it away from you.
True or false? The best lobster roll is definitely better than the best crab cake. True or false?
Possibly.
Okay, that's you not wanting to say true.
Possibly.
Okay, true or false?
But Sal, that's
true or false? At a base level, lobster meat is sweeter and better and more preferable, as good as crab meat is, than crab meat.
I like lobster. As I said in the beginning, it's my favorite. But you can't make that argument because there are so many different types of quality levels with crab, and there's amazing crab. Dungeness crab tastes completely different than king crab, than Alaskan. It's come on, man.
I'm telling you right now that I couldn't tell you where you should go. Like, let me tell you something. You want a crab cake? Go to this place. You know why? Because crab cakes are everywhere, and as long as you know how to make them, you make them decent enough. They all taste the same. I never. You know what? I always.
What we're seeing
I gotta
here.
be in a mood for a crab cake, right? But then when I order it,
You know what we're seeing here. You know what we're seeing here. You know what we're seeing here is basically this is the difference in classes, okay, in our society.
Crab cake is expensive and overpriced.
Let me finish. I'm a man speaking to the working man, to the blue collar
No,
man.
you're not.
I go to the average restaurants.
Jumbo lump crab cake is not speaking to
I
the
eat
average
regular
man. It's
food.
an appetizer. It's $20 for a disc.
Princess
A
over
crispy
here.
disc.
Princess Vulcano floats around in her little magic cloud to all the lobster roll restaurants where they only make them with butter, where they don't make any of the cheap seafood salad style lobster rolls that I encounter at the regular people restaurants.
What kind of argument would it be if I sat here and argued for imitation lobster rolls? You have imitation crab. Imitation crab is
I'm
way
just
more
telling you.
prominent and profound than imitation lobster.
I
Matter of
told
fact,
you.
I don't know imitation lobster.
I told you.
Imitation crab is a gajillion-dollar industry.
Are
What
you
making
nuts?
that
There's
face for?
imitation lobster meat at every supermarket.
What are you, nuts? It's imitation crab meat.
They're both
It's got
there.
pollock in it.
Here's the thing.
They're not both there. They're not both there.
They are both
imitation
there.
crab meat is a
You
thing.
can't-
Even going into a sushi restaurant.
Most sushi places have imitation lobster
Yeah.
meat and have imitation
Imitation
crab
crab.
meat too. All right, whatever.
What do
Maybe
you-
you're right.
whatever.
Maybe you're right, but
All
you're
right,
you're
all right.
missing my point.
You're throwing up smoke screens today.
I'm not throwing smoke screen.
Yes,
I want
you
to
are.
finish the one point I was going to make, and then we got to go to the comments. I understand the argument. I even might agree with it that the best lobster roll is better than the best crab cake. But that's not what the argument is. You can't debate the best versus the best. Look, I could in theory argue Oh my God, the best beef jerky is better than the best crab cake because the best beef jerky is made from Wagyu beef where they massage the cow and it's seasoned just like this. But that's not the average version of it.
But
you have to argue on averages.
Let me
have to.
Let me say this. The best lobster roll is better than the best crab cake. The average lobster roll is better than the average crab cake. And the worst lobster roll is better than the worst crab cake.
The worst crab cake is better than the best average lobster roll or worst lobster roll.
Joe, every time I'm in the mood for a crab cake and I order it, it tastes exactly what I was thinking it's going to taste like. It satisfied me because I wanted that taste, but I'm never like this. I swear, I have crab. I like crab cakes. I like crab.
I have them where it's a wonderful experience.
I never eat a crab cake and go, you got to try this crab cake. It just tastes exactly like a crab cake.
You know what else I like about a crab cake? It can be the main course or it can be the little appetizer. Lobster roll, that's it.
That's the scam they got you.
That's
it.
A scam. Lobster roll, that's
I told you that. The appetizer crab cake is on the same menu as the entree crab cake, and all they do is throw an extra cake on and charge you times 2. Don't do that to me. You're not taking all the other apps and saying, oh, you want the entree version of mozzarella sticks? It's just 16 mozzarella sticks.
There is no such thing as an entree mozzarella stick.
But that's all. There's no such thing as an entree crab cake.
Yes, there is.
It's 2 appetizers.
I had it on Mother's Day with my mommy.
What was it? What was it?
It was 2 very large crab cakes.
Yes. So they
and
just
it was
gave
great.
And guess what? One of them would have been an appetizer.
Okay,
they just push an extra one into a plate and call it an entree.
I like that you have the option. Lobster roll, there is no option. They don't offer your little fancy hors d'oeuvre lobster rolls.
That's a silly backwards argument.
As an appetizer.
It's a silly backwards argument.
Lobster roll, you're in like Flynn. That's it.
Yeah, but that's a silly argument, Joe. The reason I can make the argument is because they do that with crab cakes. I have a standing point here.
Okay.
They don't do it. You can't backtrack and go, well, they don't make mini lobster rolls for appetizers. Yeah, but that's not an argument.
But I said it is an argument. Let's go to the comments. I want to see what everybody has to say. These are both the same thing, ocean garbage. Okay.
Wrong.
Okay. Lobster rolls are the best thing to come out of Boston. Would you agree?
Yeah, up there.
Crabs are by far the cooler looking water alien, but I still pick lobster rolls because my parents taught me the difference between right and Whoa, Pimp, slow down on the trigger there. I'd rather have an oh-so-good lobster roll than something that has the word cake in it. Who names it a cake? Having a crab cake is like eating sand at the park, except it's to be good.
Expecting it to be good.
Oh, my God. Expecting it to be good the first time, but realizing you just ate dog shit. Long way to go on that one.
I don't know. I actually agree with Vaughn here. A crab cake might be the worst way to have crab. I really do believe that. Yes, it cakes it together and it puts a little breading on it, but when you break it apart, you're just eating hot crab. It's fine. I put a little lemon on that. I avoid the tartar sauce is disgusting.
All right, you've made the point. We're in the comments. You've made the point.
I don't know, Joe. I really don't. I didn't like your argument today.
You don't have to like it. It's not for you. It's not designed for you. It's designed for the crab cake.
I thought it was designed for me.
Crab cakes are for pussies and Joey D's nuts. They're getting to know us. What can I say? You can buy lobster rolls at McDonald's. That's how shit they are. End of discussion.
No, you can't. And
yes, you could.
You can buy them in 2017 for a limited time at a New England McDonald's.
That was my point.
Nobody's talking about McDonald's lobster rolls.
They even dare do it.
Stop. Why does McDonald's creep into every conversation?
Because they dare do it. Lobster roll is so nice, but a crab cake is for middle-aged divorced moms to make for their kids to make them feel rich, when in reality she's falling apart on the inside, and then she complains to her ex she needs more money, but goes and buys a purse. All right. The crab cake is a mysterious pile of disaster. Anything could be in there. Last thing I want to accidentally discover is a missing person while I'm eating at Joe's Crab Shack.
That's a good point, Dookie Fly Swatter.
He's our winner so far.
If I can tell you right now, a lot of times when I tell you it's chunks of beautiful lump crab in a golden brown cake, that's the best of it. But yeah, ever have a crab cake that has all extra unidentified stuff in there? They're throwing the kitchen sink in there to fill the crab cake up because they don't want to ruin a profit margin with jumbo lump.
You think they're not doing that with lobster rolls?
There's nothing else to go in there. It's lobster.
Bullshit. Okay. Bullshit. Okay. There's a special place in hell for anybody that enjoys seafood, but if I had to choose, I went crab cake as I enjoy alliteration. I I have to go with crab cakes. Eating a lobster roll under a hot sun with no shade is a diarrhea bomb waiting to happen.
This guy, I'm not. He's picking crab cakes because if he eats lobster under the hot sun, he has to use the toilet.
These are factors.
Is
They
that a
are.
factor?
Yes. Damn it, this one was tough because both are so good. But at the end of the day, we all know that taste. We all know what tastes better, and it's lobster. I agree. I said that at the top, but not what they do to it in a lobster roll. Nobody ever said I want crabs in any context. You know, real votes, people.
Yes or no? Is this something you've heard from someone and or heard from me, or something you would say yourself? Oh, dude, you want to go get some lobster rolls?
No, never. Literally, never once ever in my life.
But you don't hear, dude. Let's go out for crab cakes tonight.
No, but I have heard people say, I love crab cakes. They're my favorite food. I live for crab cakes. I've heard people say that.
I think this is to the crab cake community and to anyone that is a chef, a cook, a line cook, a sous chef,
You know, your Mickey D's.
Can you please start doing something different with the crab cake? Just never mind this whole argument. This is my plea to you. Excite me with the crab. Give the crab cake a facelift, please. Inject something new and exciting into it.
I think this is the winner. You can literally get crab cakes at the 99-cent store. Stay in y'all's place for real. All right, let's give that the win. Retweet to Freelance Assassins at Freelance ASSAS #1, just meaning the number one. There you go. Let's see who won this thing. I think I'm going to get
Humble Pie. Let's get that drum roll in. Humble Pie Seg right here. We've got 10,000 votes so far. What do you think, baby? You think you're getting creamed? Oh, Lordy. Lordy. Oh, my God.
That's almost rematch numbers.
That is rematch numbers. Anything under 5.
Shit.
Wow, that is close,
And
dude.
it's been there the entire episode.
Really? It has not deviated. 10,000 votes. We've stayed 51.3%. Lobster Roll takes that W. 48.7. Now, let me tell you something. That's a tough loss, and I'll tell you why. Because we just are at the midway point of season 1 at 27 episodes, and I'm up by 2 wins. So to lose by a percentage point, these are tough losses.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
All right. I'm just
So now
saying.
you're up by 3 episodes.
It is, it is. I almost want to lose track again, though, because I don't want to like know the whole time.
Well,
I can't live like that.
I feel like you do want to live like that. I feel like you're saying this to rub my nose in it.
I swear, I would. I say we refresh later on today and just see where we stand on this. That is tight. And you know what? They are comparable. Like I said, I don't hate crab cakes, but lobster roll I think is better, and I made the case for that. But really, like, they both check the same box when you have a hankering for some seafood, or something like that. So
After all this tonight, you know what I'm going to do?
admirable matchups, admirable.
You know what I'm going to go get tonight?
Don't tell me lobster roll.
Nope. Clam strips.
Oh,
I said clam strips, and I got it in my head. I want fried clam strips.
nah.
I love clam strips.
Once it's fried, it all tastes the same.
You don't like clam strips?
I don't have them that often, but I tell you right now, I
love 'em.
really do not enjoy tartar sauce.
I love tartar sauce. That's also what I'm going to get with it. Anyway, that's our show.
That's it. I mean, you had a nice ep today. We covered some ground. We ate a whozeewhatzit and whatchamacallit. By the way, shout out to the No Press Network. We had 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Apparently, they send you a little plaque for that.
Yes. Thank you for all your support as we keep going to approach now 150,000.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If you like this, that's the best way to help us. If you like it, can you tell some friends about it so they start putting the audio podcast in their iTunes playlist, or subscribing to the No Pressure on YouTube, the No Pressure Network.
I also want to thank the fans that are going around to the places that are kind of maybe taking a
Ripping us
nod or
off a
two
bit?
from the show and leaving comments on those fans on the pages of those shows and things. We really appreciate that.
And
we
we
really
have
do.
a new Taste Buds Clips page on YouTube.
Yes.
You go to what? Taste Buds Clips, Pimp? Taste Buds Clips. And it's basically nuggets and chunks of all the episodes in like 1 to 3 4-minute clips, so you could share them, or you could take your favorite little rant and you could share that with somebody, so you could digest it easier.
Exactly.
To use a food pun.
So thanks, everybody. Stay with us.
Still love you, babe.
Love you too.
Taste buds, they coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic. I'm talking.